pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Into the game here, boy. They loud.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very...
Hey, what's up? Hey, man, what's wrong with my running back? He's not injured. Okay, why is he not playing? Oh, they say he's in the game.
Defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Grab near the marker. It's Tate. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer...
God damn it.
Traffic picked off. Still on his feet. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was spinning that end zone.
That's not the right button.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job.
Come on, Aaron Nolan.
Making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive.
Not the right fucking button.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
On second down, looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Stopped after making the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Damn.
And the quarterback is
sack, baby.
under. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
This is obviously
this some bullshit. He's out of bounds.
2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This game cheap, man. You gotta challenge these dudes, man. I mean, they got out of bounds, man. They got out of bounds, man. Hey, man, these guys cheat, man. Okay, look. Now, which one picked it off? How the fuck did he catch that? How did he catch that one hand like that? Wow. How did he do that? Yeah. How did he do that? No, that's one hand. He just picked it off. That's one hand. No, watch. He got one hand on the ball. Look at that. One hand on the ball. He ain't had the ball in his hand yet. There's some bullshit here. Okay, now he got. Yeah. His feet in bounds. He don't need one from the college. His foot in bounds. Man, no one will get benched, man. Wow.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he just throws it away. That is not
okay, guys. The defense is playing football. That's it. Aaron Nolan.
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the
first
sideline.
interception
Not his best.
It was my fault. The second one, I don't know how the hell he caught that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Finds his tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough.
How you drop that?
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Yes, these guys, man, they don't want to play today, man.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop with the sweet throw and catches. Plenty to give him a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
The Buckeyes have it with a first and 10. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Running back searching for a hole. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after
he's playing a lot,
5.
man.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. With the catch, it's Tate. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. The Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
After converting that 4th down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
When running backs square their shoulders up, that's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Yeah, I mean, keep turning the ball over there.
We've reached the end of 1, as is tradition here in Iowa City. We take a
ain't no way
say
they got caught that ball in one hand.
of the
That was some
University
bullshit.
of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids.
Negative. You see that? You see that? Negative. Negative.
Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. He caught it. And he's into the end zone.
Good touchdown throw. Go, Aaron Nolan.
Can't start a game any better than that.
Except he did a
Defense gets the
touchdown.
stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
He already had the ball, man.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Syracuse.
This is a Big Ten game. We
Back,
can't lose
if
this
anything
game.
big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's a Big Ten game.
And the return will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. And more yards after contact. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. He got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I ain't like it.
2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for space to the left.
Take the field goal,
defense
bitch.
makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the
Yeah,
quarterback.
throw that
Right?
shit
They're
on his
outside of
butt.
the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They try to keep that field goal. How about that?
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out.
No, I could have blocked it. I don't know what to do.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Oh, man, got in the way.
They'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Thurman. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Came in hurry, Norton.
He's going to pass.
There it is. Bye-bye.
Man, it's Tate. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. You got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Has now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
I got to put him in the air, boy. He puts him in the air.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down.
That's what they call me, Aaron Norton. Aaron Norton.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, he
That's
dropped
going to
it.
fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. And you saw that speed.
And that dude got an interception. He on defense.
Because of the head, complete pass.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
Oh, he threw the ball in
In
bad.
a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the
35
incompletion.
yards.
Now it's decision
I can't
time.
take a field goal.
Short,
My guy can't take a
field
field
goal
goal.
range. What do you do here?
I ain't got no field goal.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. You ought to be able to use
I
this
can't make a
first
field
punt
goal
to
from
pin
there.
them deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
They didn't bring it up, man.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field.
I like this team, man. They let me call my defense.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Buys a little time with his feet.
Oh, man, we missed him. God damn it. Stop trying to hit him. Just tackle him. That was stupid. There ain't no way you get around that corner.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling,
Try to hit
getting the
that
first
dude,
down,
man. God
and getting
damn.
down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I
They
can get
got
the
for
quarterback,
raw.
that is a win.
They stop him.
We can't
Maybe
punch the
gets a
ball.
yard to the
We can't
34.
do stupid shit like that.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And there was nowhere to go
Good,
for
baby.
this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, it is up the Heisman Trophy right
This
there.
guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
It's easy.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
I bet you won't get around the corner this
Feels the
time.
heat coming
You will
in.
not get around the corner this time.
Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's a trophy guy right there.
The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover units. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
To the air, it's Nolan, feeling some heat. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Looking to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He makes it.
Get him.
Great throw.
Touchdown.
Catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone.
Coach Jules
now you got
right
first
there.
and goal, set up in a great position to succeed.
I mean, Coach Jules playbook. That should be a touchdown.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Oh!
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down.
Why you catch that ball?
Receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Nolan.
Wow.
And this sophomore
throw the ball, man.
Can get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
I was fucking shaking all over the place.
Not a chance. Missed it.
Guys,
after the miss, still up by 4.
Should take the penalty. You know you got it right. You take the penalty by 5 yards. Regroup.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Trying to find his man on 1st down. On the run, still looking.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. Hurry to the line. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. The give out of the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work.
This guy can return
He's
punt.
punted tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
He's smart, man.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Hey, yeah, we can't do nothing stupid.
But also, momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on second and short after the first down completion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to pass on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half.
Wow, man. That is not a good half right there, guys. No.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
All right, guys.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead.
Coming out.
And he's coming out of the end zone.
Whoa, shit.
He was looking for more running room, but not to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Parker. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
Oh, también te picó.
Up front to have any success.
Yeah, that guy did it. Come on, guys.
Oh, man, the big fella.
Right there.
You have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
On third and long, he has to throw.
Picked off. Got him.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Got him.
He was trying to get that return going.
Hey guys, he's throwing a 96 speed. You ain't gonna outrun him.
What a nice catch.
That's why we put him on top of you.
Listen,
You ain't gonna outrun him, guy. You're 99 speed. Wide receiver gonna bump you. Gonna throw you off timing off. You can't outrun him, guys.
Finishing the interception, catching the ball,
You
making a big
understand that,
play.
Coach June? Yeah, you can outrun these guys, though. All right, we got to score a touchdown.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge
Good job.
recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Wait, hit him.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Nolan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it.
Good job.
Ohio State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
A big drive right there.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking for room. It's Washington. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Makes his connection. At midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Tate. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They want to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush. But, man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional.
Trying to beat the D deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Good job, guys.
It puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up.
And he'll run it into the end
Good
zone.
job.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They've got the screen set up.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the
and
that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misconnection, it's second down. To the air, it's Nolan. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
On offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
From the gun, the ground game. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for first down?
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does.
Throws toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Tate. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Fires toward the end zone.
Bomb.
Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot in bounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
here, the coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Tate. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Smashes through. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the air, it's Nolan. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Parker.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that first down and help keep this drive alive.
To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Comes out throwing on 1st down. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gap.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to get it through the air. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yep.
Makes the grab on the right. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by 11 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll start this drive firing. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He wants to throw it again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes it on the run. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it.
What was
deep
that, guys?
downfield.
Come on.
Touchdown, Iowa. What a grab and go for the score.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down to keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
On a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Corners are going to bail. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.